Well, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to this YouTube Live. I am in the studios at NBC Sports Bay Area, getting ready to go on the 49ers pregame live show and postgame live. I'll be suited and booted and ready to go. We go on the air at 4 p.m. right now. As I'm doing this, it is 1:15, 1:16. I think I was a minute late, so I apologize for that. And I'm expecting the 49ers to have some roster moves, the standard elevations from the practice squad up for this game. And so that'll be one indication. The 49ers had to announce to the league or send in the players that they flex up from the practice squad at 1 p.m. Now, they usually don't announce the moves they made until all the teams around the NFL can see those moves. So they don't want to give the Seattle Seahawks a head start or a heads up on what they're doing. So whenever the NFL announces those moves, the 49ers will then announce it as well. And so I would anticipate that that'll happen here while we're on this YouTube Live. What I would expect, just like I talked about yesterday, would be that Brandon Parker, long time, 5 years with the Raiders, both the Oakland Raiders and the Vegas Raiders, 33 starts. He's been on the 49ers practice squad this season. He played a little bit for them or was in training camp with them last year, this year on the practice squad. I would expect that the 49ers would elevate him in the likely event that Trent Williams is not able to play in this game. Also, if by chance, and I haven't heard anything that ruled him out or that he's going to play, I just don't think that he will play, Trent Williams, that is. And so even if he is able to play, the 49ers could just, they could deactivate Brandon Parker, which would give him a little bit more money in his pocket because you get more money from being a practice squad player if you're elevated to be available on game days, and then you're declared as one of the inactive players. 49ers use that with Sebastian Valdez, the undrafted rookie defensive tackle, a couple of times just to put a little bit more money in his pocket. And actually, you know what? I haven't talked to Sebastian about this, but maybe another team was kind of coming around and thinking that they wanted to sign Valdez, and this was a way for the 49ers to entice him to remain on their practice squad as opposed to going to another team. Something like that is done. It's not that uncommon. But I would expect that Brandon Parker would be elevated. My personal opinions here, Brandon Parker and Eric Kendricks. I would think that down the line, that something the 49ers would definitely consider and will have to do would be this is the third game that Kendricks would be elevated from the practice squad. You can only do it 3 times in the course of a season. So from this point forward, they would have to move him to the 53-man roster. Let's see, what have the 49ers done? Just looking at who they've kept inactive here lately. Last week against the Bears, Isaac Guerendo was inactive, as Jordan James, the rookie running back from Oregon, he has surpassed Isaac Guerendo on the depth chart. Jordan Watkins has been inactive for most of the season. I would expect him to be inactive again as Ricky Pearsall is ready to go. Last week, George Kittle was inactive, but he'll be up and ready for this game. Last week, Kevin Givens was inactive. This week, it remains to be seen if Keon White is available to play. And if Keon White isn't available to play, Robert Beal was also inactive. He could be the one that moves up to having a uniform on game days. 49ers and every team around the league can only suit up 48 players for games. So they have to have 5 players off their 53-man who are inactive, in addition to if they elevate a couple of players from the practice squad. So that means they'd have to have 7 players inactive for the game. Curtis Robinson has not been active since Eric Kendricks came aboard and started playing. And who else? Well, last week, Renardo Green was inactive, but he's available to play in this game. So be interesting to see what the 49ers do with those inactive players. One of them obviously could be Trent Williams. One of them obviously could also be Keon White with the groin injury. So as soon as I get the text of who it is, I will definitely pass that along right now on this YouTube live stream. In the meantime, something that I posted on Blue Sky that might be of interest to you would be this. That is a list of the 49ers opponents for next season. And so as you can see, 14 of the 14 of the 17 opponents for the 2026 season, we already know. The home games, Arizona, the Rams, Seattle, obviously, that's home and away, the NFC West teams. Also, the 49ers play home against Denver, home against the Raiders, home against Philadelphia and Washington. And then at the bottom there, the NFC West, NFC East and AFC East and NFC North, wherever the 49ers finish in the standings, that's the team that they'll play that finishes in the same spot in the standings next season. So right now, let's just say if the 49ers win tonight, they will be the number 1 seed. And so they would play at home against New England, right? New England wins the AFC East. And they'd also play at home against the Bears. And then the away game, NFC South. So they would be more than likely going to Charlotte to play the Panthers. Of course, that one is about ready to kick off, or has it already kicked off? Just looking at the TV behind me. Here's also what I think. I think the 49ers are going to play an international game in 2026. So one of their home games, since they have 9 home games scheduled and 8 road games, I think they'll have to give up one of their home games to play international. Now, I don't know whether that would be Mexico City, whether that be London, or whether that be some other site. I don't know. But I feel, whatever, kind of relatively certain that the 49ers are going to be tabbed for one of those international games. So I'm continuing to check. My text messages, like I said, should be coming in any minute now as far as the roster moves. Told you what I think they are, so we'll just hold off and see if my instincts are correct on that. In the meantime, since we have a nice group of people here, thank you so much for joining this 49ers live, my YouTube channel. Gotten a lot of support in the year plus I've been doing this, so thank you very much for following, for liking, for commenting, for subscribing, all the above. I really do appreciate it. Okay, let's just go straight to some of the questions here or comments. Excited for the game, says Browning's Wild Side. Hi, Matt. Hello. How's everything going? Good afternoon from Sonoma. Mayo Coco. Maya Coco. Not exactly how the name is pronounced, but hey, I just you can call me anything you want. Just don't call me late for happy hour. Everybody's looking forward to this game, and rightfully so. Should be very exciting to see which 49ers defense shows up, how the 49ers offense is able to function against a really good defense. It looks like, checking the weather, I think it's going to be okay. It doesn't look like rain is forecast for Santa Clara, so we'll see if that continues to be the case. Let's see here. I thought if something makes sense, if the 49ers are wondering if the 49ers practice this ball security drill, weather related, keep away from its friction from ball movement. Not quite exactly sure, but yeah, the 49ers do practice ball security drills. Yeah, Kendricks will be one of the actives. I would certainly agree with that. Do you expect any playing time for Watkins? I do not expect any playing time for Watkins. In fact, I would expect that Jordan Watkins would be inactive for this game. This is going to be a tough game, absolutely. People calling for a blackout, not a blackout as far as TV or the lights going out like the old days of Candlestick, but obviously the 49ers are going to be wearing their black rivalry jerseys, and so I know they're calling for the fan base to wear black for this game. Let's see here. A guard to fill in case they need to kick Burford out to tackle. I guess that would be the other thing they could do, but I would think that instead of replacing two positions, you would only want to replace one position. So my personal opinion is if the 49ers elevate an offensive lineman for this game, it would be Brandon Parker. Let's see here. Best story for Super Bowl is 49ers winning in the home stadium. Junior Bergen remains on the practice squad. And I don't see a real path for him to make a contribution this season. Obviously, he hasn't through 16 games. I don't see it going forward. In fact, I would say this. If the 49ers need a replacement for Sky Moore, if something happens to him and he becomes unavailable, what the 49ers would probably do would be open the practice window for Jacob Cowing, and then he would be the person. I've seen him out there on the practice field. I think he's healthy. I've seen him fielding, punts or, working on ball security stuff on the practice field. So he is staying sharp and trying to stay ready in case his number is called in the postseason. Will Greg Papa be there tonight? I am told yes. I'm told by him yes. I haven't heard anything different today, but yesterday reported he texted me and told me that he's planning on being there. So I know a big day for Greg Papa returning to the booth. Take what the defense gives him. That will be something that the 49ers have to do. Neither team gives up the big play, generally speaking. And so it's a matter of showing patience and stringing together plays and stringing together drives and moving the chains. So patience will definitely be a key to this game. Isaac must be in the doghouse, or Jordan James has just proven to be better. Do you think Kendricks plays a bigger role today? I don't know if that is going to happen. I think Bethune generally played well against the Bears, or okay. Is it worthy of making a big time switch there? I don't know. Might be a little bit risky at this point. I've thought that could be the way it's going. I know the 49ers like what they see from Eric Kendricks. So I don't know. I don't know. We shall see. I guess I wouldn't be shocked. I think I'd be mildly surprised, though, if the 49ers do go with Kendricks over Bethune. Cowboys and Chiefs are 2 goes. Let me just put that back up there. So Cowboys. So you're talking road games. So Ron Dizzle says that he's going to go to those road games, Kansas City and Dallas. Steve says not a bad away schedule. Yeah, Dallas, Kansas City, Chargers, New York Giants, and then probably Carolina. Carolina has there's 3 possibilities in the NFC South, and Carolina can win in 3 of those possibilities. So if Carolina beats the Buccaneers, they win the South. If Tampa beats Carolina, but the Falcons beat the Saints, Carolina still wins the South. The way that the Buccaneers win the South is by beating Carolina and then the Saints beating the Falcons. All right. Do we have the practice squad elevations yet? I believe the answer is no. Just let me keep checking my text messages here, and I believe the answer is still no. Like I said, the 49ers don't want to announce it until it goes out to all the teams. I think they see it as some sort of competitive advantage. Only 3 games on the East Coast. Oh, so Steve, that's interesting. You point that out. Well, not even 3 games on the East Coast. There's really only isn't there only 2 games in the Eastern time zone? The New York Giants and Carolina. I could see, or Tampa, I could see where the 49ers, if they play a game in London, for instance, where they would either play the Giants and then travel straight from New York or New Jersey to London, or Tampa, same sort of thing, or Carolina, same sort of thing. Have it so that they're already moving east. The game's over. They fly to London. They have the whole week there to prepare. Um, let's see here. 2 games, East Coast time. Yep. It's pouring in Tampa. I'm just looking behind me, and it looks like, that game just started as we're doing this. So I'm going to be here. Why don't I just stay here until the 49ers make their announcements on the moves. Haven't seen it yet. Somebody Notorious wants 49ers to come to London. I haven't, as you probably are aware, this season I decided not to travel, not to go to games, and take on a studio role, something new. After 30 years of the grind of traveling and going to every game, I thought it'd be a nice change of pace, and it really has been. The one thing that I wouldn't mind, though, if the 49ers play Mexico City or if they play London, I wouldn't mind traveling to those games because those are always just a lot of fun. Someone's going to lose my tiny fragile mind if the 49ers come to London next season. What else do we have here? It's game day. Hit that like button, chat. Thank you very much. What's up, Matt? That's from CL. Nothing too much. Just excited about this game. Should be a lot of fun. Predicting a day from Kittle and Tonjes. Someone calls me Matty Ice. Thank you so much. Which would you rather have, Matt? Kyle Shanahan versus Mike McDonald? Well, I mean, I've been around Kyle Shanahan for, this is the 9th season. Is that right? 9th season? Yeah. I think he's a really good coach. Being able to ask him questions and kind of see how he works. I've been really impressed by him, and obviously you talk to his players and they are too. You talk to other coaches, they are too. I think Mike McDonald has done a great job there working in tandem with John Schneider. So I don't think you can go wrong with either one of those, but Shanahan has the track record and I guess the longevity of being in this spot now for 9 seasons. So certainly I would lean quite heavily to him. Reno in the house. When are they going to change the name from the National Football League to International Football League? Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen. Brock going to own the middle of the park today. Yeah, I mean, what happens in the middle of the field is going to be key in this game for the 49ers offense as they look to get things going. Are you hearing Seattle is down 2 offensive tackles? Charles Cross is out for this game, and Josh Jones is questionable. So that's why I had Bryce Huff as one of my 5 to watch in this game, because Bryce Huff, it's time to step up. 49ers need to put pressure on Sam Darnold. They need to find a way to make him uncomfortable, force him into mistakes. He can make mistakes. He is mistake prone. So the 49ers do need to find a way to get the pass rush going. 49ers have the worst pass rush in the league. They're 32nd out of 32 teams in the NFL when it comes to sacking the quarterback. So they have to get that part of the game going. Stout is cleared. He'll start. That is my understanding. I just talked about Bryce Huff. Did Stout clear protocol? I think he was symptom-free and clearing and going through the protocol late in the week, did not have the blue no-contact jersey on. And so everything pointing toward Upton Stout, and the fact that he hasn't been ruled out would tell you that he has cleared. Don't know about Keon White. Ricky Pearsall will definitely play. Do you think Bryce Huff or Gross Matos has a big game with Seahawks left tackle out? I think Gross Matos generally plays on the other side, so it would have to be Huff. But Gross Matos is obviously a player the 49ers really like, and he had that big play on the final play of the game against the Bears. So I think the 49ers need more from both of those guys. Let's see here. Will Greg Papa be there tonight? That is my understanding. Latest on Trent Williams. I would call him extraordinarily iffy. Now, remember, teams must declare their inactive players 90 minutes before kickoff. And so with this being a 5 o'clock start, 49ers inactives will come down at 3:35, I think. 3:30, 3:35. So we'll know for sure then. But my guess is that he doesn't play in this game. What else do we have here? Why have nobody talked about the Rams dropping 37 on this defense? We act like this is the 84 Bears. I don't know if I've said they're the 84 Bears. I think they're a good defense. But I would say that, the Rams have a really good offense too. And if you look at the last few games for the Seattle defense, you'll see that they are stingy. They don't give up a whole lot of points. And just, over the last few games, they gave up 10 points to Carolina. Yes, they did give up 37 to the Rams, but they gave up 16 to Indy and 9 points to the Falcons and no points, a shutout against the Vikings. So it's a good defense. I think the 49ers are not taking them lightly. What else do we have here? A lot of Greg Papa love. One of the things that I've been fortunate enough to do in dealing and interacting with 49er fans on this platform and others, or just seeing 49er fans out there in the wild. So many well wishes for Greg Papa as he's going through this battle with leukemia. He's been cancer free for a while, but I've always passed along, hey, I ran into a few fans here, a few fans there, and I know he's always appreciated the support that he's gotten from you all. So it'd be great to get him out there in the booth tonight. What we got here? Prediction: Kyle will use 22 personnel. 49ers going to win by 9. That's what 404 error says. Garindo can run. He has that track speed. You know what? Maybe it's just my eyes, but I didn't think in watching training camp that Garindo was – just getting some text messages from folks. Here we go. 49ers did activate. I'm tweeting this out now. Social media. 49ers have activated, like I thought they might, Eric Kendricks and Brandon Parker. Brandon Parker will wear number 60. Eric Kendricks will wear number 43. And so it's not necessarily a done deal that Trent Williams won't play in this game, but kind of looking that way. Okay, well, that's what I just wanted to be here and give you guys the first notice. I just received the text. 49ers have activated Eric Kendricks and Brandon Parker. Brandon Parker played 5 seasons with the Raiders, 33 starts. There was a point there where he's a really good player. And then there were some injuries kind of derailed his career a little bit. 49ers brought him in last year. So now he's been around in the system a little bit. I would suspect that Brandon Parker will be the swing tackle for this game. So you'd have the 3 backup offensive linemen would be Connor Colby, able to work either of the guard positions, Matt Hennessy, backup center, and then Brandon Parker, the backup tackle. So there it is, folks. if that's not a sign, I mean, I read it as a sign that Trent Williams isn't going to be available in this game, or at least there's a lot of worry that he wouldn't be able to play. It is, it is 140 right now, so they do have an opportunity to get him out there on the field, working out a little bit to test that the hamstring to see if he's available to play. So let me just zip through the questions. Thanks again to everybody for joining me here. No real weather report as I'm in the NBC Sports Bay Area studios. But game time, I believe, is 5:05 tonight. And 49ers and the Seahawks should be a good one. And just kind of zipping through here. I just wanted to touch base with you with all the latest. And the latest is that Brandon Parker, up from the practice squad, will serve more than likely as the swing tackle. Again, at 3:30, right around there, 49ers will declare their inactive players for this game, 7 inactive players. And I would suspect, I mean, don't chisel it in granite, but I'd suspect that Trent Williams would be one of those. Again, thank you so much for everybody watching this. And that is it for now. Thanks again and enjoy the game tonight.